Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can build a professional looking website with Wix.com. So the first thing you need to do is go to Wix.com or just click on the link in the description and sign up, then press create a website and it will take you to this page. And here on this page, it's just going to ask you what kind of website you want to create. And then you're going to have a list of a few different industries, and you just click the one that's closest, most closely related to yours. And for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to click on business. But don't really worry about this, you'll be able to change later. And it's just going to build a load of templates from that in that industry. And it will take you to this page, and it's going to ask you if you want to create a website with a Wix editor, which is obviously what we're going to do, or if you want to let Wix ADI create a website for you. And Wix ADI will basically use artificial intelligence to generate a website for you, but it's not going to look very good, and you're going to have to go in and edit it anyway. So you may as well just go for this option. So press choose a template, and it will load up the template page. Then on the template page, obviously you can just scroll down, have a look at all the templates. You can see there's loads and loads of pages. There's hundreds and hundreds of templates for each industry. As I said earlier, you can change your category down the side here if you didn't select the one you wanted to begin with. So I'm just going to have a look through, find one that looks quite good. I like the look of this one. And as you can see, as you hover the mouse over the templates, you get the option to either view the template or edit the template. If I press view, that will just give me a full screen view of the website, and I'll be able to use this and test it out and see what it's like. And once you've chosen one, and I'll just stick with this, it's quite good, you just go to the top right hand corner and press edit this site. Now this is just going to load up the Wix editor, and this may take a few seconds, but don't worry about it. Okay, so now the editor has loaded up. I'm going to give you a tour and show you exactly how to use it. So we're going to start with the top bar here. We'll go from left to right. I'll show you what everything does and how it works. So the first thing you have here is the page switcher. Pretty self-explanatory. It's just used to switch between pages on the website, as you will not be able to use the navigation menu here until the website is in preview mode or published. That's because in the editor, if you click on the menu, as you can see, it's brought up the menu editor and it will not switch between pages. So in order to switch pages, you will have to use the menu switcher at the top. Next, you have a desktop icon and a mobile icon. The desktop icon will just take you to the desktop editor, which we're in currently. And if I click on the mobile editor, as you can see, it now takes me to the mobile editor, and I'll be able to change everything here just as I would be able to on the desktop. A few things to point out in the mobile editor. If I do delete something or change something in the mobile version of the site, it will not affect the desktop. So say if I delete this and then have a look on the desktop version, that piece of text is still there and it's unaffected on that version of the site. You'll also notice there's no menu navigation bar at the top. That's because it's hidden within these three dots here, and I'll go into preview mode to show you that. So if you click on the three dots, it will then bring up your navigation there. Okay. Next you have the settings. We're not going to worry about the settings. You can create a very nice functioning website without going into any of this, so don't really worry about that. Next menu section is the tools. So let me just go back onto the desktop site so it's easier for you to see. Okay, so underneath the tools heading, if it ever loads, there we go. Underneath the tools heading, you can see we've got three pre-selected elements. That's the snap to objects, the grid lines, and the toolbar. You don't really have to worry about these, but I'll explain what they are. So the grid lines, as you can see, just these dotted lines around the site, that just helps you line everything up nicely. The toolbar, that's this thing here. You don't really need to worry about that. That's, in fact, I would get rid of that. It just tidies up the screen, makes everything easier to use. And what I would do is turn on the ruler. So as you can see, I now have a rule around the edges of my page. And a quick tip is if you click anywhere on the ruler, it will bring up this line. And if you position this line so you can see the page is 980 pixels wide. If I put it right in the middle, which would be 490 pixels. Okay, it's quite hard to do, a bit finicky. There we go. Now I have a line directly in the center of my page. So if I want to get anything lined up right in the middle of my page, I can do that a lot easier. Last thing on the tools is the snap to objects option. So essentially, say I drag something to this center line, you can see it goes, oh, I say it will. Don't know why it's not working with that. Let's just try it with this. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you couldn't move that. Okay, I'll just try it with something like this. Okay, as I bring it closer to the line, there we go. It turns purple and locks that object in place right in the center of the screen. And that makes it really easy just to get your page nice and centered, make everything looking very professional and neat. Okay, next on the top menu, we have the developer mode. You don't have to worry about this, just like the settings. This is just if you want to get right and really deep into the code of the website and change it up and customize it really in a much more complex way. But if you're watching this video, you're not going to know how to do that. And realistically, if you have your own business, unless you are a web developer, you're not really going to have to worry about this mode. So we'll skip over that. Then you have the help section. This is just Wix's own kind of tutorial that you can look at step-by-step videos. You can have a look at frequently asked questions, stuff like that. But yeah, you won't have to worry about this because I'm going to show you pretty much everything in the video. Then you have the upgrade option. Obviously, this just allows you to upgrade the site from the free plan to one of their paid plans, which would be like £6 a month, something like that. And this is something you're going to want to do if you're using this website professionally, because you're going to have a massive banner at the top of the screen in the free version, and also you're not going to be able to have a premium domain. So you're not going to have so say you're a plumber in New York and you want the domain New York Plumbing. Unless you upgrade, you're going to have to have the domain newyorkplumbing.wix.com, which obviously is not very professional. Finally, we have the zoom out button, which obviously just gives you a zoomed out view of the site, and then the undo and redo buttons, which as in every other piece of software in the world, if you delete something or change something, press undo, it will pop back to exactly how it was before you just made that change. Okay, so that's the top bar done with. Okay, so now we've looked at the top bar here, we're going to have a look at this side panel of options here. So we'll start from the top and work our way down to the bottom. So first we have the menus and pages. So this is essentially the menu editor. You can go in, and if you press these three dots, you can rename the menu item or you can hide it from navigation. So say if I hide it, if I go off now, you can see you have the home there in a navigation bar. If I go into menus and pages and hide it, go back, you can see it is no longer there. Okay, you can also, I'll just put this so you can see it again. Okay, you can also rename menu items. So say you want to call home, well, I'll call it please subscribe. Okay, and save that. Then there you go, it's changed the menu item to please subscribe or whatever spelling I've made. Okay, you can also reorder items on the menu just by simply clicking on the four dots on the left side and dragging them to wherever you want to. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the page and menu section. Next, you have the background. So I'll click on one of these just to show you. Okay. Oh, okay. This only works on sites where they don't have a where there's a border. This is just going to change the border, but you won't be able to use this on this template. But essentially, if you did have a site with a border, you can change that up, and then you'll have a nice picture going all around the edge of your site. Okay. Here we have, this is the most important thing, really. This is going to allow you to add features to your website. So you can either add text, images, a gallery, shapes, buttons. So say I add a button, click on that, it will go straight here, and it's now part of the website. And obviously I can click on that and edit it just like anything else. Yeah, you'll have to look through everything yourself, just see what you can add, videos, boxes, loads of different things. But the most important thing to notice is the strip section. So say I press add a strip, and then I'll select a strip, such as this. This is essentially going to add a new element to the website. It's going to extend the page and add a whole different part of the site, which again, you can edit yourself in any way you want to. Okay. Next is the apps section. So here you can add different types of apps to the website. So you can add a comment section, a forum, you can add a search button so people can search for specific things on your website. You can search through here. There's loads of different apps you can add, but yeah, there's a few useful ones. But the main useful one comes installed on most templates here anyway, and that's just Wix chat, and that's going to allow you to chat with your customers basically. Okay, next is the media section, and this is just for uploading photos and videos that you want to put on your website, and they'll be saved in the media section for you to use later on. So say if you wanted to change, say, this image here, you just hop into your media section and you can upload a picture from your computer and switch it with that. Okay, what's this? Yeah, so this is the blogging section if you want to add a blog to your site. Pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, this is this is one of the apps. It's just put on the side menu because it's very popular with business websites. And if I add this feature, it will allow me to take bookings and schedule appointments on my website. But I do believe Wix charges for this feature, so we're not going to have a look at that in this tutorial. But yeah, if you do want to take bookings from your website, just add this feature here and it will give you that option. Okay, so that's the side menu done. And then now I'm just going to get into the body of the website and how you can start changing everything. Okay, so now we're going to start have a look at how you can change the body of the website. So that's everything you see on the screen here on the main site. Okay, so to start with, how do you move stuff around? So this is extremely easy. Just click on any element you want to move and then drag it anywhere you want to go. Super easy. Yep, pretty obvious. Then if you want to change the text, either just click on that and then go to edit text, and that will bring up the text editor, and here you can change the font size, you can change the font, you can make it bold, italic, underline it, change the color, highlight it, pretty much anything you could think of. Anything you want to do, anything you can do in Word or PowerPoint, you can do in Wix. Okay, that's pretty much everything there is there. Oh, actually no, another great feature of the change text in the text editor is, oh yeah, you can't use it on a button, sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, say I use this title here, airport transfer, and I press on edit text, and this is a great thing. So I can press link here, and I'll just unlink it, that was linked to something already. And then I can link it to any page on the website I want to. So say I link this to the about page, everyone that clicks on that will be taken to the about page. So that allows you to make your website really easy to navigate for your customer. You can also, and I think this is a great feature if you're in a business, link it to a phone number or an email. So essentially, say you name the button, I don't know, call us. They could click right on the button and it would immediately, on their phone, it would call you up, or you could do email us and it would launch up the email app on their phone with your email address in the to section, and they could go and write an email to you straight away from there. And that makes it really easy to start engaging with customers a lot quicker. As for changing the background, you just click anywhere on the screen and it will pop up with this thing here, and it will say change strip background. And then you can upload your own images, a video. You can have a look at their the stock backgrounds that come with Wix, or you can just make it into one color, which obviously you don't really want to do. It's not going to look too great. What else is there? It's really not that complicated. It's all very obvious, very easy to use. Yeah, you can drag pictures around. Oh, I say so. Yeah, you can. You can change the size and stuff like that of the strips anywhere you want. You just click, take the small dot here, drag it up and down, and then you can change the size of the strips on the site. As I was saying earlier, you know, I was talking about the if the site had a border, if you leave empty space, it will fill in. And obviously you can see we've got that banana background I selected earlier. And yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to know. It's super easy to start making a website on Wix. One thing I will say is, if you do want me to do this for you for free, I am perfectly happy to do that, because Wix offer an affiliate program, and when you do sign up for a paid plan, even if it's the cheapest £3 a month, I will get a commission, and that commission is enough to incentivize me to make your website for you. So if you would like me to do this, just go to the email in the description, send me an email, probably include your phone number, that'll be handy. Tell me what you want the site to be about. We'll have a quick discussion, we'll sort out exactly what you want, and I'll get it made within 24 hours of you emailing me. So thank you very much for watching the video, and please subscribe.